What up, what up, what up? Hope everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody had a safe 4th. I try to put a video in there. There's more too, but I'm not really paying too much attention to what I'm saying and stuff, so it's just mostly just to pop some firecrackers. But anyways, last night I was thinking of those Moor dudes in Mass that got pulled over. I was thinking about that again, and for some reason I just can't stop thinking about it. And then last night, and it was funny because it was right when I was about to light a mortar into the water. We were shooting them, and they would go off like 4 or 5 feet above the water, and it just looked so cool. But I don't know how long it's been, the past 4 years maybe, something like that, constantly in the media, social media, sports fucking figures, all the largest influencers that we have constantly talking about how blacks are victims and blacks are going through all the shit that they've put down everybody's throats for the last fucking 4 years, right? And then they stop these dudes and they're talking about I don't know, just the shit they're talking. But anyways, in my opinion, right, if what even our highest leadership, the Democrats, Kamala Harris and all them, what they've been talking and just pushing for the last however many years, hardcore on black Americans, I'm going by what they say, if that shit is true, hell yeah, them dudes should have been strolling through with some protection. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that last night. If what the Democrats and all that, I'm not really a side picker, like I don't want to pick right or left or any of that, because there's good people in different groups, every group, whatever, millions of groups we have, there's good and bad in pretty much every group, from the churches to the courts to whatever. There's good and bad people everywhere, because that's what we got. We have good and evil. Anyways, if the professionals and the people that we're supposed to depend on are true and what they're saying, and they're honest about what's been happening to black Americans, I don't even like saying that, I don't feel that. People will say, oh no, everybody sees race somehow, some way deep down. No, I literally don't. I was thinking about that earlier. I was watching the trailer for a movie about a single dad raising a little girl, and it was, I don't know if the wife died giving birth or whatever, but it's with a comedian dude, Kevin Hart. And I was like, oh, in the emotions, I was like, man, I know I've seen that. Just dealing with hundreds of thousands of people in my life, with the jobs I've had, I've been into every type of household there is. So I have a little broader understanding of what kind of emotions people go through. And guess what? We all go through the same exact emotions regardless of what fucking color we are. But anyways, first thing that caught my attention was like, oh, I was like waiting, and then seeing like the little struggles. Just a trailer, I was getting that emotional impact they were trying to put across. Then when I seen color, I was thinking, man, why do people think everybody sees color? Because right away I just got caught in emotion, didn't realize it was a black dude until almost the end of the trailer. But anyways, aside from that, back onto the topic at hand, is those Rhode Island Moors driving, and they had a couple weapons. Heavily armed is not a rifle and a pistol each with some ammunition and some magazines. That's not heavily armed. That's just, what somebody needs to travel according to our leadership. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the evildoers that are destroying the Democratic Party, right? So I don't know what all the hubbub is, bub, on why these dudes were driving. I would expect every single car that happened to have Americans in it that happen to be black, I would expect they would have bulletproof vehicles, at least 3 cars deep. I go minimum 2 cars deep when I go to a certain spot I won't name because there's gunplay all the time, and sometimes, you know what I mean? It just makes sense. If I went there by myself without blacked out windows, it would be the stupidest thing I could do, you know? So we'll have kind of at least 2 vehicles with tinted windows, and we don't roll them down. We don't, hey, what up, what up? We don't do all that shit. We just stroll through as quick as possible. We don't get pulled over for speeding because the cops are not stupid. They know that we're able to control everything if we're going faster than everybody. If we're doing the speed limit, you cannot control what's around you at all. So that's it. Anyways, if what these fools have been talking about for the past however many years is true, Americans that happen to be black would be stupid for not driving ready to go. That's my take on it. I'm glad they're protecting themselves with all the dangers that they face from all these crazy monsters that are out there. This is according to the Democrats. You know? There goes that low fuel light again. Keep my gas just what I need, so because people try to siphon gas and shit. That way I don't get jacked for too much if I get jacked for gas. But anyways, yeah, that's my take on it. I guess that would be a little bit more solid than the other video I did on them. But regardless of being Moors or whatever they are, according to the facts that the Democrats lay down and all these people are laying down, that the type of dangers that Americans who happen to be black face on a daily basis, it would make no sense for them not to roll around heated or prepared or whatever you want to call it. That's my opinion. If that stuff's true. I don't know if it's true according to everybody else, because you know, so I don't know. That was my take on it. It's a simple open and shut, you know, whatever you want to call it. That's it. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see if they face any charges. You know, I don't care if one's being punished worse than the other or mistreated worse than the. I don't care about all that. I don't give a fuck about that, because that's part of the plan, to get the others to hate the others, so they don't have to do something directly to people. But if the outcome is different for the other and it pisses other people off, then they're accomplishing their goals. So I tend to not get pissed off if somebody else gets away with something that somebody else couldn't get away with. Who cares? But anyways, that's my take on it. So I'm pretty sure in mass that's going to be a mostly Democratic whatever they have to face, DA, all that stuff, and I'm curious to see what happens, because, you know, by way of the Constitution, they had every right to do what they were doing. So if it goes further than that, we'll see what happens. Could be fake, could be all just a setup, who knows, you know, just to show the correct way to respond to law enforcement when, you know, you get ran up on or you get stopped for no reason. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, peace. Have a good day. Stay positive. Do positive stuff. Peace out.